Now, this person definitely was on my list for people who could potentially be a secret traitor, and I was right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? All right, let's get into episode 3 of season 4 of The Traitors. So, when we left off episode 2, the traitors had to murder in plain sight, and they had the opportunity, if they completed this mission or this murder, that they could meet the secret traitor, and then that will be revealed to them. But Rob C is a survivor legend, and this is his first time coming back to reality TV. He's been off for a while. I vaguely remember him, but I remember him from Twitter. I believe he's very active on Twitter. But he was figuring everything out, and I'm like, why wouldn't he be more careful on who he was talking to? Like, people could see, and even the other gamers knew. The housewives didn't know how good of a game player that Rob C was. But he saw what was happening, and that poor baby got murdered in plain sight. He predicted his own murder. Then we have a round table before the actual challenge, and then during this, like, I believe everybody except for I don't believe Michael voted for Donna, but I believe that almost everyone, if not everyone, voted for Donna, and she is revealed as the secret traitor. And I just feel like Donna was just doing a bad job of being a traitor because she was just very quiet. She wasn't interacting. She said she was fangirling out because she was really not really technically, would you consider her a celebrity? I don't know, but she was just fans of everybody else that was there. But I just felt like I thought she was going to be one of the initial traders that Alan chose at the round table. I definitely have. She was on my list. I also thought it could be either Jam Jam or maybe what's the girl name? Oh, Tiffany from Big Brother. Those were the people that I was like, maybe potentially it could be them. But she definitely was on my radar for a secret trader, and lo and behold and lo, child, she was, and she was banished. So they got their first trader of the season. So then we see this challenge where you had to partner off, and then one person had to be in the cage, and the other person had to go find these skulls and then stack them on top of one of each other within this. I think they had 10 minutes, and I don't remember names, and I didn't write down everybody's name, but the one guy who didn't even start stacking, sir, that could put you on somebody's radar, because why you ain't even start stacking? Like, that is hella suspicious. But I can't remember the name of everybody that ended up on the short list for murder, but I do know that Lisa was one of those, and of course she can't be murdered because she's an actual traitor. But what's interesting about this time is that the traitors have to murder face to face. So that is where the episode kind of it ends there, where we see the traitors in front of each one of those people who are still in the cage in the woods, and they are about to murder them. So we, of course, they're going to end on a cliffhanger. That's why I miss being able to binge the entire season, because when the first season of the Traitors, I was able to do that because I was kind of late to the party. I believe it was after season 1 that I like binged it completely, so I was kind of spoiled. So now we have to wait episode to episode on Thursdays, and yeah, that sucks. But I'm coming to think of my faves, of course, of who I would like to see. I want to root for Candace because I want to root for the home team with her being a DMV girly. But Candace talks too much. And I want to root for Candace. Who I really want to win is Tiffany. Because Tiffany was the mastermind. If you're not familiar, Tiffany is from Big Brother. She's the mastermind of it. She's why Xavier won, which I'm not even gonna go into that. But she's really smart. She's really likable, and I feel like they always, and I believe I watch Kim Pyre talk about this, how he feels like they sometimes target black women and they see them as a threat immediately. Because, of course, I'm not even going to go into it, but I feel like I can see that happening just based on what happened with Portia, and I can see it happening to Candace. So I'm really, my number one fave at this current moment is Tiffany. Um, I see and understand the strategy that she has by trying to partner with Michael Rappaport because she thinks that he's a traitor. But I feel like in the end, because he's so unlikable, that people are gonna kind of, I don't see that going well for her. But I understand the strategy. I do. Now, Natalie, who's also from Survivor, I believe Natalie, because she's a twin, and I can't remember whether she won or her twin won. I feel like she won. But she is a listen. Natalie is a beast. Like I see her going far in the game, and I think I would root for her as well. So just thinking about based on these past three episodes, those are my faves at the current moment. Of course, that can change, but right now, that is where I stand. All right, let me know in the comments who are your faves, who are the people that you despise besides Michael Rappaport, because we all, we don't like him. Who do you predict winning it all? Do you think it's going to be the Faithfuls or the Traitors? Yeah, let's talk about it in the comments, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.